If the world really does end, I just hope it doesn't happen during lunchtime, because I'd hate to die without getting to eat discounted chicken wings. Okay, come, baby. I'm not afraid of war. I'm afraid of running out of wings. Welcome to Laughing to Forget the War, where instead of worrying about World War, we'll worry about how to survive when the Wednesday promotion wings run out. Hey, San Diego, how are you? Good. Nice to be here in this age of anger, especially on the internet. Have you noticed lately, people don't talk about the weather anymore. They talk about the end of the world. Every time I turn on the TV, it's like Russia, Ukraine, Israel, Iran. And I'm just trying to enjoy the weekend. Segment 1, Draft War and First Chosen Level. Someone asked me last week, "Hey, aren't you afraid of being drafted if war breaks out?" I said it straight up. Greater than, if I get drafted, you're the one who should be afraid. If I were to appear in the trenches of World War II, it would mean that the country was out of people. No more helmets, no more guns, just me, standing in the middle of the battlefield with a microphone. Welcome to World War II's Got Talent. Whoever misses first goes home. Segment 2, News, the most difficult spiritual food on the planet. I swear the news these days is more poisonous than a cobra. Every time I turn on the TV, I hear, "Today's breaking news. There's microplastic in your food." Oh, thanks. Is there a solution? Greater than, no, just telling you to scare you. I'm not afraid of microplastic. I'm a product of the 90s. Back then, my favorite fruit flavor was blue. Do you think a few plastic beads can scare me? I accidentally ate a styrofoam plate when I was 11, and it's still in my stomach. If you are what you eat, then I am. The recycled plastic person. When I die, I don't need to be buried, just throw it in the yellow trash can. 5 years later, who knows, I might come back as a Levi mineral water bottle. Segment 3, Vaping. Personal data and the USB world. I remember when people used to smoke. Now everyone smokes. Digital strawberries. Everywhere I go, there are people blowing smoke like artificial clouds. Calm down, it's just steam. Well, steam, but it's the steam from your lungs blowing into my face, you know? Kids these days who vape look like they're charging their phones with their mouths. And speaking of technology, I discovered we care a lot about data until we get food. No one wants to give their email to the cashier, but they're willing to give the delivery person their door code just to receive fried chicken. Segment 4, Doomsday and the No Survival Plan. Everyone's talking about nuclear war. I'm like, greater than, if it really explodes, I don't want to survive. I could barely survive if I ran out of paper towels. I wasn't born to lead humanity. I was born to evaporate in an apocalyptic movie intro. I want to die cool, sitting in my car, playing Highway to Hell and shouting, "Let's go, bro." Segment 5, the golden age of convenience and chicken wings. But you know what? Life is still great. We have hot water, bright lights, podcasts, and buffalo wings. Kings of old ate dry bread. We eat chicken wings bathed in hot sauce and dipped in French blue cheese. And I still wonder, how come humanity hasn't run out of chicken wings yet? We eat more chicken wings than there are chickens on the planet. I thought there must be millions of armless chickens out there, sitting in wheelchairs screaming, "I lost my wings at KFC in 2021. Segment 6, Fatherhood, Baby Names, and the Kinder app with K. And then I became a father. I had a 3-month-old daughter, cute, but also the reason I lost sleep. My wife and I argued about naming, so we downloaded the app Kinder, like Tinder but for baby names. Only thing, If you want to see white names, you have to buy the premium plan. $1.99 for whites only. Oh well, let's just name my baby Juan Done. It means done with the show. No more babies. Segment 7. Millennials, the I'm tired but I know how to use Wi-Fi generation. We, millennials, are the generation that had every opportunity to get rich quick and missed it all. Bitcoin $1 not bought. YouTube 2007 not made. Now all I can do is sigh. Greater than Beanie Babies ruined my life. And school made me learn cursive while I was learning computers. Now I can sign my name however I want, as long as it looks like despair. Segment 8. Conclusion. Just have fun. Don't be afraid to live. Actually, it's great to be alive these days. We have everything. Podcasts, hot water, VR, robots, and promotional chicken wings. And if you're worried about microplastics, war, or politics, remember, everything will melt except the plastic in my stomach. Okay, San Diego, thanks for being here. Laugh with me, worry with me, and survive every KFC sale together. I'm Juan Done, the last man on the planet who can turn the apocalypse into a talk show. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you can follow along with us. Together, we'll keep finding the best stories to help you drift off nice and early. Take care, and see you next time. Funny sayings. Guys, when your girlfriend tells a story, don't interrupt, don't compare, don't breathe too loud. Just nod like a Wi-Fi router. No emotion, full connection. Okay, come, baby. Boys, stop competing, especially with your girlfriend's stories. You ever notice that when guys hang out, conversations turn into the Olympics of suffering? One guy's like, I fell off my bike. The other's like, ha, I fell off my car. And there's always that one guy who says, you think that's bad? I fell off a rocket. It's not a conversation. It's trauma karaoke. But guys, word of advice, don't use this pattern with your girlfriend. When she's telling a story, just shut up, nod, and look emotionally available. Don't you dare say, that happened to me too. Because, brother, your two will turn into to hell with you. So, my girlfriend comes to me one day, big eyes, dramatic tone. You won't believe what happened today. And I said, of course I'll believe you. I live with you. You make unbelievable things happen daily. She goes, when I was in 3rd grade? Uh-oh, that's a long-distance memory. No GPS, no shortcut. Then she drops a name, Rahul. Suddenly I'm like, who the hell is Rahul? Apparently, Rahul was her childhood bestie. They held hands in 3rd grade and planned to get married. 3rd grade. When I was in 3rd grade, I planned to be Batman. Then she says Rahul left school and went to Dehradun. I was like, good. Let him stay there, but no. She continues. After so many years, I got a DM from Rahul on Instagram. And then, the sentence that could ruin a weekend. I'm thinking of meeting him next week. Now, logically, I should stay calm. But emotionally, my inner Wi-Fi disconnected. So, in my infinite male wisdom, I tried to balance the story. I said, oh yeah? Funny thing, in 9th grade, I knew this girl, Rashmi. Yeah, that's when the nuclear alarm started ringing. Now, let me tell you, girls have a 6th sense for jealousy. I said, can you pass me the water bottle? She said, why don't you ask Rashmi to pass it? One minute I was thirsty, the next minute I was testifying in emotional court. Then she hits me with a word I didn't even understand. Don't mollycoddle me. I was like, ma'am, I don't even know what that means. How can I be guilty of something I can't spell? Then came the final boss move. Oh, you felt bad because I called Rashmi cheap. Because Rashmi's cheap. Rashmi's cheap. Rashmi-cheap. And I'm standing there like, what is this? A spelling bee or an exorcism? 2 days later, I got my revenge. She said, pass me the book. I said, why don't you ask Rahul to pass it? Yeah. I waited for that line like Batman waits for nightfall. But when I looked back, she was crying. Now I'm panicking. How did this become my fault again? We were even. No, apparently I was -10, and she was emotionally bankrupt. Then she drops the most dangerous question in existence. Can I ask you something? Will you answer honestly? Class, yes, sir. Gentlemen, close this case immediately. Do not enter this trap. This is not a question. This is a career-ending move. Which of my friends do you find the cutest? Oh no, that's not a question, that's a death sentence with lipstick. Boys, this is test match cricket. Do not hit a lofted shot. Keep the ball on the ground. She says, cute. You say, okay. She says, hot. You say, hydration is important. Always stay defensive, like India playing in England. Then she goes, you think Geetika is cute? And before I can respond, she's already trash-talking her best friend. She copies my outfits, my captions, my aura. I'm like, okay, so you're saying you're an influencer and she's your backup account? Then she makes me watch The Fault in Our Stars. Bro, I cried so hard she had to console me. She's like, my baby's a strong boy. My nose is bleeding and I'm like, no, your baby's a broken boy. Then, mid-drama, she says, mood switch. I'm like, what? I'm not Alexa. I yell. She storms into the kitchen. Now, that's the point of no return. Once she's in the kitchen, do not follow. That's not a kitchen anymore. That's a volcano of unresolved emotions. If you step in, she'll turn into the Hulk in hoop earrings. You'll end up comforting her after she hits you with the rolling pin. So I just sat there, quiet, like a statue of regret. And she came back 15 minutes later with that cop energy. Do you want to eat something? Boys, don't say biryani. Don't say butter chicken. Say khichdi. Keep it humble. Keep it safe. Later, when peace returns, she's like, why can't we always be like this? Because, my love, you control the Wi-Fi of emotions, and I'm just buffering. Then she says, let's play a game. What's your favorite color? Favorite color? I'm just trying to survive the week. Then, what's your favorite fruit? Now, mango's dangerous. Sounds too romantic. Banana? Even worse. So I said apple, and she's like, wow, how original. Then she goes for the kill shot. Which of my friends do you find the hottest? At this point, even God took a coffee break. I said, not Gattaca, Pallavi. That one sentence haunted me for 3.5 months. Moral of the story. When women tell stories, men should listen. When men tell stories, they should also shut up. The apology marathon. You ever notice that when guys mess up, the apology process isn't an event? It's a full festival. One mistake and suddenly you're running a 3-day sorry-a-thon. Day 1, text apology. Day 2, coffee plus flowers. Day 3, she still says, I just need time. Bro, she doesn't need time. She's rebooting the emotional operating system. And that I just need time line? That's basically the female version of access denied. You'll be standing outside her emotional firewall like, hello, admin. I just wanted to say sorry again. Meanwhile, she's on the couch watching Netflix like an IT technician of emotions. Maybe I'll let him log in next week. Relationship rules that no one tells you. Let me save you some heartbreak, boys. There are 3 golden rules of survival in a relationship. Rule number 1. Never argue with a woman who already has screenshots. That's not a debate. That's a courtroom drama with evidence, timestamps, and witnesses. Rule number 2. If she says, "I'm not angry," she's angry. If she says, "Do what you want," you better not do what you want. Rule number 3. When she says, "We need to talk," don't talk. Pray. Because "we need to talk" has never led to "we need to cuddle." And remember, in relationships, men use logic. Women use memory. That's why she can forget where her keys are, but remember exactly what you said on January 12th, 2018, at 9:43 p.m. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you can follow along with us. Together, we'll keep finding the best stories to help you drift off nice and early. Take care, and see you next time. Funny saying, whether the love is right or wrong, the person who has the abortion is still a doctor. Okay, come baby. Stories. Funny. From curry to burrito. An Indian guy lost in America. Hello, dear viewers of Stories Funny, where we explore the funny things between cultures and sometimes between curry pots and burritos. You know, people look at me a little strange because I'm Indian living in America, but everyone thinks I'm Mexican. The gelled-haired guys come up, "Vatos locos, hermano." I say, "Hola, bro." And sorry if my pronunciation sounds like Google Translate is stuck. But listen, they were the first people to accept me, so I played along. And you know, when you play along, you have to dive into their culture. Like, "Hey, you think burritos are cool? Wait, we've had roti for 5,000 years. Actually, to be fair, the Arabs are the real masters of rap culture. They rap everything, from kebabs to women. I swear, if they celebrated Christmas, it would take 3 days just to unwrap presents. And when you open it, it's like, oh, hummus again. Surprise! The culture in North America is interesting too. The first time I performed in the States, a black guy came up to me and asked, "Hey, what kind of brown are you?" It wasn't an insult, but my white friend who was with me got mad for me. Like, "Bro, that's racist." I was like, "No, it's just the Pantone color." So I said, "I'm Indian." "What kind of black are you?" He looked at me, straight-faced. "I'm from Minnesota." I was like, "Dude, it's really snowy in Minnesota. Do you know your skin is on hard mode?" After that show, someone came up to me and said, "Your face is very Muslim." I was annoyed and said, "Your face is very Catholic." Then I realized everyone is being too sensitive. Now you ask a Chinese person, "Hey, are you Chinese?" They'll say, "How do you know?" And you have to play dumb. "Oh, it's just your yin-yang energy." I'm trying to do what I did in Canada, like go camping. Sounds ridiculous, right? An Indian guy went camping in the middle of the American woods. The whole neighborhood was looking at me like, "What are you doing here, Circle K employee?" One guy glanced at my backpack like I had explosive curry in it. I said, "You're wearing the exact same backpack." Then, boom. I mean, booming laughter, not the other kind of boom. I camp because I like to smoke weed and eat mushrooms. So every night around midnight, I sit and look at the moon and philosophize about birds. No, not the kind of birds you think. I'm talking about birds. They wake up really early now. They're chirping at 1:30 a.m. Back in the day, birds woke up at 5 a.m. That was a sign you were too late to get home. Now they wake up at 1:30 a.m., and I feel like I'm flying with them. I asked Google, why are birds waking up so early? Google said, climate change, the Earth's axis is shifting. Birds are migrating earlier. I was like, oh, so the immigrant birds are coming early, stealing all the worms from the native birds. Then I heard the voices of American conservatives in my head. Build the sky wall. Keep the worms great again. I work in comedy, which means I sit around all day waiting for it to get dark before going to work. And those of you who actually go to work, wow, that's scary. You know what office work is? It's a group zombie cosplay. Every morning I say, good morning, and my face looks like I'm praying for a meteor to fall. I pretend to go to the bathroom to avoid work. I even bought a pair of shoes just to pretend to go to the bathroom. My coworkers look under the door. Who's wearing these shoes? I'm the Batman of the bathroom, baby. One time I went into Foot Locker and asked an employee, hey bro, what's the best pair for sitting still? He said, any pair will do, Grandpa. That was when I had an epiphany. I realized why people in wheelchairs wear brand new shoes, because they are masters of shoe care. It was my dad's birthday. I didn't know what to get him. And you know what? We all exist because our dad had a moment of glory. That moment is when he created us. And it's hard to give him anything that would make him happier than that moment of ecstasy. I thought, how about I give him one myself? But then I remembered. We weren't that close. My grandfather was a pretty conservative guy. His favorite saying was, woman driver, no survivor. I know, it's wrong. But come on, it's still hilarious. And that's why I love you, because you're both a big old man and a natural comedian. Thank you for listening to Funny Borders, when cultures collide and laughter explodes. Remember, whether you're Indian, Mexican, or an alien, just laugh. Because if you don't, those 1:30 a.m. birds will. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you can follow along with us. Together, we'll keep finding the best stories to help you drift off nice and early. Take care, and see you next time. Funny sayings. If you are sick, go see a doctor. Don't look for me. I'm not a veterinarian. Okay, come baby. Plastic doctor, fixing the whole world, except your ex-lover P. Welcome to the program, Sangma Kang Profession, where we discover the professions that are flexible in their work, but have a rough life. Today, our guest is someone who can turn heartbreak into waist tightening, breakup into V-line chin. Hello, plastic surgeon, Dr. Plastic Fantastic. Dr. Plastic, in a confident voice. Hello, I am the only doctor that my clients call me Fairy Sister, and my mother calls me the guy who sells genuine knives. Part 1, Life with a Knife, Not in Battle. Missy, doctor, what motivated you to choose this plastic surgery path? Dr. Nua, actually, when I was young, I didn't like blood. But after seeing my friend go to Korea and her lover come back, I realized, plastic surgery is stronger than love. So I decided to study the profession to help people upgrade themselves, and I upgraded my savings book. I heard that cosmetic surgeons can fix almost everything on a person's face. Dr. Nua, that's right, except personality. People say beauty is deep skin, and I say, I can fix the skin, but deep skin has to be fixed by myself. Part 2. Difficult cases like the national math exam. Have you ever encountered a difficult case? Dr. Nua. The most difficult case is when a woman comes and says, "Doctor, I want to be like Blackpink." I ask, "Who do you want to be like?" She says, "The whole group." Huh. I'm a doctor, not a photoshopped K-pop group. Ha ha ha. Have there been any customers who you give up on? Dr. Nua. Of course. A woman came and said, "I want to get a natural nose job. No one will know." I say, "Yes, then you leave it as is." Part 3. Behind the surgery profession. I heard that a cosmetic neurosurgeon must be extremely meticulous and have an artistic eye, right? Dr. Noir. That's right. I'm a doctor, an artist, and a psychologist. Because 90% of customers who enter the operating room say, "I want to fix it, but it's still me." And I think in my head, "Hey, you're about to become someone else." Are there any customers who fixed it? Dr. Noir. Yes. I call them addicted mirrors. In the morning, I look in the mirror. I'm beautiful. In the afternoon, I look again. It seems like my eyelids aren't deep enough. At night, before going to bed. Will the doctor do it for free tomorrow? I just wish there was a program called 12-Step Aesthetics. Part 4. Unforgettable Stories. Do you have any memorable memories? Dr. Noir. Once, a guy came to ask for jackfruit peeling lip filler injections, then confessed, "I did it to retake the university entrance exam. I wanted the examiner not to recognize me. I said, 'Bro, this is cosmetic surgery, not the FBI Witness Protection Program.'" Ha ha ha. This profession really meets all kinds of people. Dr. Noir. And the customer came and said, "I want to fix my face so that my ex-lover won't recognize me." I finished, she wrote, because her new lover didn't even recognize her. Part 5. Beautiful. Not a plastic surgery story. Do you have any advice for those who want to go under the knife? Dr. Plastic. Yes. Third, surgery should only be used when your heart cannot see your perspective. Second, if you still think getting a nose job will make you more loved, then trust me, it won't. Because your true lover will love you even when the TikTok filter is off. What about your ex? Dr. Plastic. Your ex needs to be fixed freely. The more different, the easier it is to live. End. Thank you, Dr. Plastic. Fantastic. Who has witnessed prove that there are no ugly people, only people who don't have enough money to make an appointment. And if you're listening to this podcast, remember, beauty is not about having sharp angles on your face, but knowing how to smile at the right angle. Dr. Plastic. And if your smile is not beautiful, see me after this podcast. Syringe kiss. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you can follow along with us. Together, we'll keep finding the best stories to help you drift off nice and early. Take care, and see you next time. Funny saying, study hard so you can become a doctor. How fake is that when you examine people's hearts? Aliens, measles, or just a really bad LSD potluck. Host. Good evening, Earthlings, night owls, and anyone currently Googling, "Can measles make you see aliens?" Tonight's bedtime story is out of this world, literally. We're diving into the 1977 Fort Benning incident, a mystery that's part Close Encounters, part hangover hallucination, and part your buddy swears he saw Bigfoot after 3 Red Bulls. Scene 1. Setting the stage, Fort Benning, Georgia, home to the U.S. Army Infantry School, 120,000 soldiers, and, if you believe the rumors, an alien rave with a strict no pants required policy. For decades, UFOs have loved military bases like your grandma loves coupons. Radar operators, fighter pilots, people trained to know a flock of geese from a flying saucer keep spotting objects that move like they skipped physics class. Scene 2. Enter John Vasquez, sleepy soldier, accidental X-file. Flashback to September 2nd, 1977. John Vasquez, a fresh recruit, is standing in formation, probably wondering if the mess hall serves anything besides mystery meat. Suddenly, bam! Bright light. Weird noise. Soldiers freeze like mannequins at a department store closing sale. John blacks out. When he wakes up, half the company is running. The other half is sleep standing like they just discovered yoga, and his own pants are mysteriously unbuttoned. John, we're not judging, but aliens or no aliens, that's awkward. He later remembers, thanks to hypnosis, visions of glowing orbs, telepathic voices, and a cosmic spa treatment he definitely didn't sign a waiver for. Scene 3. Double feature. James Norton's alien action flick. Years later, Command Sergeant Major James Norton pops up with a matching story, only his version includes a firefight. Beams of light zapping soldiers like overcooked popcorn. A helicopter explosion that sounds like Michael Bay directed the encounter. If true, this is the only alien shootout where nobody bothered to bring popcorn. Scene 4. Possible explanations, aka the buzzkill segment. Theory 1. Fever Dream Deluxe. Turns out, measles can cause fevers so high you might hallucinate Marvin the Martian doing the Macarena. Conveniently, a measles outbreak was reported around that time. Coincidence? Or just a really bad sick day? Theory 2. Government Science Fair. Gone wild. Remember MK Ultra? The CIA once tested LSD on people like it was kombucha. Maybe our soldiers were involuntary contestants in America's next top acid trip. Theory 3. Alien Happy Hour. Of course, some folks swear it was genuine extraterrestrials, orbs that bend space and time. Classic alien flex. Scene 5. The Aftermath. John spends years filing Freedom of Information requests, basically playing cosmic Where's Waldo with the Pentagon. Records? Missing. Official explanation. Shrug emoji. Norton claims he got threatening calls because nothing says we didn't shoot at aliens like a creepy late-night don't talk voicemail. Scene 6. Mic drop ending. So what really happened that night? A mass measles fever dream? A hush-hush military LSD bake-off? Or the galaxy's worst meet and greet? Whatever it was, the government's silence is louder than a UFO's warp engine. And if you ever find your pants mysteriously unbuttoned after a bright light, maybe don't blame Laundry Day. Host with mock serious tone. Sleep tight, listeners. And remember, if a glowing orb invites you to a light show, maybe bring a thermometer and a belt. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you can follow along with us. Together, we'll keep finding the best stories to help you drift off nice and early. Take care, and see you next time. Anesthesiologist, the only person who can make you sleep 100 times better than Spotify without a playlist. Okay, come baby. Anesthesiologist, the one who puts you into million-dollar sleep. Hello, everyone. Welcome to A Classy Profession, a life of many stories. Today, we will explore a profession with a special ability. With just a few milliliters of medicine, you can sleep deeper than when listening to your grandmother's lullaby. That's right, I'm talking about anesthesiologist, aka the one who controls your on-off button. Part 1. Heart-stopping introduction. Hey, think about it. You're about to enter the operating room. Your heart is pounding like EDM. Your palms are sweating like a tropical storm. And suddenly, a gentle voice rings out. Don't worry, take a deep breath. Go to sleep. Boom. End of movie. Next scene. You wake up, surgery over, but only vaguely remember a dream with a big lamp. That's the power of an anesthesiologist. A job that sounds smooth, but behind the scenes, it's not smooth at all. Part 2. A day of the sleep god. Guest. Anesthesiologist. Humorous voice. People often think we just inject drugs to put patients to sleep. Oh, if it's that easy. Who does it all? We have to calculate all sorts of things. Weight, heart condition, blood pressure, underlying diseases. Just a 0.1 milliliter error and sleep well turns into sleep. Never wake up. Terrible pressure. So if you want to sleep forever, then don't make the anesthesiologist angry, right? Laughs. Guest. Hey, don't spread rumors. We're nice, but it's true that every time I'm anesthetized, I feel like a hospital bartender mixing special cocktail. A little anesthetic, a little pain reliever, add a few grains of salt. Oh, I mean, a few milliliters of oxygen. The only difference is that the customer doesn't remember taking it. Part 3. Laugh out loud situations. Do you have any funny memories? Guest. Oh, there are so many. There was a patient who sang karaoke before going to bed, from train music to rap. I just plugged in the line and wanted to give him 10 charm points. Or there was a guy who woke up and the first thing he asked was, "Doctor, has my wife signed the papers to sell my kidney?" I coaxed him and almost fell over laughing. Part 4. Sleeping awake. It sounds like this profession requires extreme alertness, but watching patients sleep all day, do doctors get sleepy? Guest. Actually, yes. Imagine, the operating room is cool, the machine sounds steady, the patient sleeps like an angel. My eyes are half closed, but just a blink of an eye can miss the machine signal. So, coffee and us, an eternal love. Part 5. The dark side that few people know. It seems both fun and extremely dangerous. Guest. Yes, people remember the surgeon holding the knife, but the anesthetist is the one who holds the key to life and death. We always have to prepare for the worst-case scenario. The psychological pressure is huge because even a small mistake can have dire consequences. Part 6. Advice for sleeping candidates. If there are young people who want to follow this profession, Guest. Prepare yourself to study a lot, work a lot at night, and drink a lot of coffee. But in return, you will hear countless sayings of waking up without remembering anything, and the feeling of satisfaction when helping patients get through surgery safely. The ending is as smooth as anesthesia. That shows anesthesiologists are silent heroes. No knives, no spotlights, but holding the life switch. And dear listeners, next time you meet an anesthesiologist, remember to say one sentence. Thank you for giving me the best sleep of my life. Thank you for sharing, and thank you for listening to a classy profession, a life of many stories. Don't forget to follow so you don't miss out on other sounds smooth but works hard professions. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you can follow along with us. Together, we'll keep finding the best stories to help you drift off nice and early. Take care, and see you next time. Funny saying about the medical profession. Are you a fake doctor that only knows how to anesthetize and run away? Okay, come, baby. Cancer Center, where doctors laugh more than drink coffee. Part 1. Opening. Welcome to What's Fun About Healthcare, where we explore every corner of the hospital that you never dared to ask. Today we visit Cancer Center. The name sounds a bit serious, right? But don't worry, there are more oh my god stories here than the waiting room to get a bank number. Part 2. Introducing the characters. Today I'm here with Dr. Min Superscan, who can read MRI results so fast that the printer can't even spit out the paper, and Nurse Lon, the number caller, who can tell who missed the call just by looking at the patient's eyes. Lon laughs. Yes, here we call the number so fast that the patient hasn't even opened the lid of the water bottle yet when they hear their name. Funny backstage corner. Dr. Min, is your job stressful? Dr. Min, of course it is. But the most stressful is when looking for a parking space. The scan results can wait, but the security guard can't. Lan, for me, the most stressful is when a patient asks, "Sister, why have I waited 5 minutes and it's not my turn yet?" While before that, 25 people had waited 3 hours. I just want to give them VIP tickets for tomorrow. All three laugh. The story of the stubborn machines. I heard that the radiotherapy machine here is very personal. Dr. Min, yes. My radiotherapy machine is like a cat. You have to pet it and talk to it. Hey, baby. Let's cooperate today. When the machine is running well, the patient is happy. But when the machine is upset, like a website, the whole waiting room invites each other to go drink iced tea. A touching and humorous moment. Even though it's fun, this is still a place to treat a serious illness. What makes you guys stick around? Lan, when you see patients after many months of treatment, their hair grows back, their skin is rosy. They come to hug you and say, "Thank you." At that moment, all the fatigue disappears, Dr. Min. And there was a patient who joked, "Doctor, I'm more handsome than you today." There, after laughing, tears just flowed. Medical meme corner. If the Cancer Center had its own meme, what would it be? Lan, probably a sign. We treat diseases, not impatience. Dr. Min, or a cup with the words, "Keep calm, let the radiation machine turn on." Part 3. Hopeful conclusion. Ladies and gentlemen, behind the laughter is the enormous effort of the medical team. The Cancer Center is not only a place for treatment, but also a place to spread hope, and jokes to help people reduce anxiety. Remember, laughter cannot cure cancer, but it is a spiritual vitamin for both patients and doctors. Thank you, Dr. Min and Nurse Lan, for bringing laughter today. And thank you, listeners, for listening to What's Fun About Medicine. See you in the next episode, where we will explore the laboratory department. Yes, where the needles are small, but the drama is big. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you can follow along with us. Together, we'll keep finding the best stories to help you drift off nice and early. Take care, and see you next time. Funny saying about the medical profession. Are you a fake doctor that only knows how to anesthetize and run away? Audiologist, a person who listens better than his crush, but is still single. Okay, come, baby. Welcome to the profession of listening to stories, laughing your ears out loud. Today, we are not talking about K-pop idols or the #1 rapper, but about audiologist, hearing doctor. This profession sounds dry, but is actually more dramatic than the movie Descendants of the Masked Ear. Someone said, "You can leave your lover, but you can't leave your ears." The audiologist is the one who helps us keep those natural Bose speakers. Part 1. The ear, sound stage. Imagine the ears as a mini rock band, the pinna, the main stage, the ear canal, the sound path like the backstage, the eardrum, the bass drummer vibrating when listening to EDM, 3 tiny bones, the mysterious guitar strings. The audiologist is the show manager. All it takes is a small pop to discover a brass band rioting inside. Part 2. A deaf day for an audiologist. Their job is not just to wear a stethoscope and say, "Hello, can you hear me?" The audiologist's day is filled with dramatic sounds. The patient. "Doctor, I keep hearing ocean waves in my ears." Audiologist. "It's tinnitus, not Wung Tao in my head." They do hearing tests, adjust hearing aids, and become real deafness measuring experts. It sounds funny, but each accurate test result is a journey to help others hear the laughter of life again. Part 3. Special guest, hearing tester. And now let me introduce the guest who hears thousands of beeps every day. The 3000 hearing tester. Machine, robotic voice. "Hello, humans. I am the only one who whispers into people's ears without fear of being reported to the police. How do you feel when the patient pretends not to hear the beep?" Machine. "I want to shout, 'Hey, I'm playing 3000 Hertz Dolby Atmos. Stop acting.'" The audience burst into laughter. The audiometer continued to tell stories of times when children played with buttons. Adults fell asleep. It's true that the profession of listening is full of drama. Part 4. Unsung heroes. Audiologists not only save ears, they also save everyday moments, helping an old lady hear her grandchild clearly. "Grandma, the band chung is done." Helping a baby hear his mother's lullaby for the first time. Helping office workers distinguish between the boss saying, "Keep working," or "Have a party." This is extremely important for the TET bonus. Every time they successfully install a hearing aid, it is like bringing a real-life concert to the patient. Part 5. Funny behind the scenes. However, every profession has its dark side. Friends invite, "Hey, measure my hearing for me, it's free." Or a young patient complains, "I'm afraid the device will hurt my ear." The audiologist just wants to answer, "We treat hearing loss, we don't bite." And when they go on a date, they hear too clearly. Crush whispers to his friend, "This guy is so cute." Boom, the magic ear has caught the signal. End. If there is a superpower, audiologist is the superhero of sound. They help us retain laughter, music, the first "I love you," sounds that seem small but are priceless. So, next time you go to karaoke, don't just sing, but thank the silent audiologists who have helped your ears not turn into speakers. See you again in the next episode of Listening Profession Laughing Out Loud, where we continue to explore jobs that sound boring, but are surprisingly fun. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you can follow along with us. Together, we'll keep finding the best stories to help you drift off nice and early. Take care, and see you next time. In today's video, let's listen to the story. Funny podcast, software engineering manager, remote US, the king of Zoom and the queen of Slack. Sleepy story. Okay, great pickles. Opening MC, playful tone. Welcome everyone to the show Glamorous Jobs, Miserable Lives. Today we're diving into one of the tech world's mysterious creatures, software engineering manager, remote US. When you hear manager, you think of power, someone pointing fingers and giving orders. But the truth is, they're just pointing their fingers at the mouse while opening Zoom and Slack. Portrait of a remote manager. MC. A remote manager is a special species, living in the US, but meeting with devs in India, QA in Vietnam, PMS in Europe. After each call, they don't even know what time zone they're in anymore. Their body clock has no morning, afternoon, evening, only before meeting and after meeting. Manager, guest, tired but cool tone. Exactly. Yesterday I had a meeting with the India team at 5 a.m., then with the European team at 10 p.m. Later, my daughter asked, "Dad, what day is it today?" I said, "It's sprint review day." The main work. MC. What's special about the work of a remote engineering manager? 30%. Joining meetings. 30%. Making plans, writing documents longer than novels. 30%. Answering Slack, emails, Jira. The last 10%. Figuring out how to survive the deadline. Manager. Exactly. Devs ask about bugs. QA asks for test cases. The boss asks for KPIs. HR asks, "Are you burned out?" I just want to reply, "Well, the bug's not fixed. The test case isn't clear. The KPI's not met. But burnout? Yeah, I think I've maxed that level." Remote life drama. MC. Working remote in the US comes with its own drama. Sometimes on Zoom calls, the camera comes on, hair messy, dress shirt on top, pajama bottoms below. Everyone thinks the manager is all suited up, but only he knows he's rocking Hello Kitty pajamas. Manager. True story. One time, my cat jumped across the desk and muted me. The team thought I was meditating. In reality, I was chasing the cat off the keyboard, the art of management. MC. Remote managers don't just sit in meetings. They also have to mentor and boost morale. Junior dev. Boss, I accidentally pushed code straight into production. Manager. Pretending calm. Don't worry. We'll all learn from mistakes. Whispering. Learn by fixing it before the CEO finds out. The tragedy of time zones. MC. Time zone differences are a real tragedy. Manager. Once the PM messaged, "Let's meet at 3. I thought 3 p.m. California. Turns out it was 3 a.m. That hour I was still dreaming of deadlines chasing me. MC. Right? Remote managers don't need horror games. Just opening the Outlook calendar is scary enough. Life and love? MC. Do remote managers have love lives? Of course. Love for the ergonomic chair, love for fake Zoom backgrounds, and an eternal love for the mute button. Manager. Exactly. My wife said, "Can you say 'I love you' to me?" I slipped and said, "Sorry, honey, I'm muted." Ending. MC. So, if you come across a software engineering manager, remote US, please appreciate them. They don't remember holidays, but they remember sprint deadlines. They don't remember their wedding date, but they remember exactly the patch release date. And while they may not shine in real life, they're always active on Slack. MC. Closing. Software engineering managers, heroes of Zoom calls, sacrificed for deadlines, surviving on coffee. Thank you, and see you next time on Glamorous Jobs, Miserable Lives. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you can follow along with us. Together, we'll keep finding the best stories to help you drift off nice and early. Take care, and see you next time. Funny saying, yesterday I went for a blood test. The doctor said, "Your blood is infectious." Okay, come, baby. Cardiologist, Cupid in blouse. 1. Introduction. MC in a playful voice. Hello, listeners. Welcome to the program Heart and the Misbeats, where stents not only save your heart, but also save a love that is about to end. Today, we will meet a hero in white, the one who holds a stethoscope every day to listen to the heartbeat of the world. Yes, a cardiologist, the only person who can cut blood vessels and love if you dare to eat fried food every night. 2. The patient's heart or the doctor's heart. MC. A cardiologist is an expert in catching the heartbeat. To be honest, their job is like managing a rock band. Heartbeat fast, that's a guitar solo. Heartbeat slow, that's a sad ballad. Heartbeat erratically, it's a copyright-free EDM remix. A cardiologist must be as calm as a 3-in-1 coffee maker during a power outage, checking the pulse, calculating, should I put in a stent, or ask, how many packs of instant noodles do you eat each week? 3. Life behind the stethoscope. MC. Do you think cardiologists only do stressful surgeries? Wrong. A day can start with the sentence, "Honey, I feel my heart pounding every time I see my crush. Do I need a stent or an emergency case? Doctor, my heart just skipped a beat when I read my ex's old text messages." The climax is when they have professional meetings. People have meetings to discuss technology. They have meetings about cholesterol. Anyone who brings a box of garlic butter fried rice into the meeting room is considered the #1 enemy of the entire department. 4. Their own heart is the one to worry about. MC. Don't think that cardiologists don't know how to be moved. They are heart specialists, but their hearts are also very weak. Even the coolest doctors just need the patient to smile. Beep, beep. The smart watch reports that the doctor's heart rate has increased by 20%. People call it love in the medical profession. Listening to your heart, but making your own heart skip a beat. And guess what their favorite food is? Boiled vegetables and black coffee. Because drinking cappuccino with milk is betraying the profession. 5. Message from the heart. MC. Cardiologists have a common message. Don't let your heart work overtime. Walk 30 minutes a day, laugh 5 times an hour, and don't love more than 3 crushes at once. Your heart has the right to take a nap. 6. Conclusion. MC. So, if you see a cardiologist, don't just thank them for saving your heart. Thank them for teaching us how to love life. Every beat, every flutter. This is Heart and the Missed Beats. I'm your MC. See you in the next episode, where we explore the stomach pain of bubble tea lovers. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you can follow along with us. Together, we'll keep finding the best stories to help you drift off nice and early. Take care, and see you next time. In today's video, let's listen to the story. Back-end staff engineer, the hidden hero behind, the error logs, sleepy story, with MC plus guest engineer. Okay, great pickles. Opening. MC, funny voice. Welcome to the program. Sounds like a job, sounds like a boring life, where we expose jobs that sound fancy, but in fact are sometimes more difficult than a TV series. And today's main character, software engineer, back-end, staff level. Just hearing the title makes it sound dangerous. Staff here does not mean being a big boss, but being a staff for all kinds of bugs. Who is back-end? MC. Front end is shiny and sparkling like an idol. What about back end? Like the person carrying the speaker, electric wire, microphone, to make the concert run smoothly. No one applauds for back end, but if the back end fails, the whole show freezes always. Engineer, guest, tired voice. That's right. The server crashed at 3 a.m. I just had a dream that I was at the beach when I received an email saying, "System down." So I went from wearing a bikini to wearing a hoodie, hugging my laptop to fix bugs in the dark. Main job. MC. The main task of a back-end staff engineer is how to make it so that when you click the like button, the system responds immediately, instead of waiting until the next year's storm season. Build a database that can withstand the weight of 1 million BTS fans commenting at the same time without burning. And especially, translating the vague language of the product manager into code. Engineer, PM said, "I want this system to be as fast as lightning, as safe as a bank safe, and as easy to use as a rice cooker." After listening, back-end only knew, I'll call an electrician right away. Life of hardship. MC, how does a back-end staff engineer live? Morning, check bugs. Noon, review junior's code. Afternoon, meeting. Evening, fix production. Weekend, production crashes again. Engineer, yes, when I go out with my girlfriend and the phone says the server is down, it's like she's drinking milk tea alone while I'm debugging in the shop's toilet. MC, oh, how romantic. Loving a back-end staff means sharing your love with the log file. Mentoring junior. MC, as a staff, in addition to fixing bugs, you also have to teach juniors to fix bugs. Junior asks, "Brother, why did I run the code and the production database lost all the data?" Engineer, calm down. Don't worry. Pauses, whispers. You're the one who should be worried. The deploy moment. MC, in a dramatic voice. Deploy is when all the back-end staff turn into warriors. Front-end cheers. The new interface is so cool. QA screams, "Why is it crashing all over the place?" The back-end staff just sighed. "Well, I guess I haven't prayed enough." Engineer, deploy is like gambling. Pressing the release button makes my heart beat like I just confessed to my crush. If successful, scared to death. If failed, the whole team calls my name on Slack like a spell. Daily life and love. MC, do back-end staff have a love life? Yes, but their greatest love is Stack Overflow and Google. Engineer, that's right, girlfriends can break up, but Google never betrays. MC, if I were to write a biography, it would probably say, "The man who lives for bugs dies for deadlines." End. MC, so if you're dating a back-end staff engineer, remember, they don't remember anniversaries, but they remember the exact bug ID from 2018. And if they say, "I'm busy," it means the server is really on fire, not avoiding the date. Back-end staff engineers, the hidden heroes, silently keeping the digital world from exploding, at least during office hours. MC, closing. Thanks for listening. See you next time with another luxurious on the outside, mean on the inside job. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you can follow along with us. Together, we'll keep finding the best stories to help you drift off nice and early. Take care, and see you next time.